Because you know Trump's playing to his base, no kidding. He's ranting cause he can't make a case, no kidding. He's backed into a corner with racist twitting and playing to his base, base. Yeah, it's pretty clear, Trump ain't no genius, but he can throw a tantrum just like a teeny wuss. He heard from Fox News he shouldn't sign a deal, and all the right-wingers hurt his poor feelings. I see the media trying that both sides slop, but after all this time, you'd think that crap would stop. If you've got working brain cells, it's plain to see that Trump said he would on the shutdown. We all saw it on TV. Yeah, the real border crisis is totally self-imposed. Trump created the problem by trying to make the border closed. If you did fact-checking his tweeting into a drinking game, you will be plastered before he's done trying to spell his name. Because he's simply playing to his base, in their bubble. If he upsets his base, then his base makes trouble. The lies he tells his base nowadays go double. He's playing to his base, Oi, let's bring reality back. Go ahead and let's remind each party hack. Now we're hearing the wall was just a way to make Trump remember to bash immigrants and then insist that Mexico would pay. Yeah, the White House insisted we all ought to be afraid of an immigrant caravan that needed a blockade. Whether it's concrete or steel or a curtain or a metaphor, most of the country's not buying the wall nonsense anymore. And though Trump's clearly playing to his base, it's shrinking. The GOP support will erase, it's already sinking before they're voted out in disgrace. Hope they're thinking, stop playing to this base, racist base.
How's everybody doing?
Hey, how y'all doing? How y'all like that? I love it, baby. That is Lauren Mayer from Lauren Mayer's Comedy Songs. Lauren is going to be a guest on this show as soon as we can get her. I think she's going to be busy this week, but she is going to be one of the voices that's going to be joining us on the show. She has given us a whole bunch of her songs that we can play at will, and I just love that shit.
It is incredible.
It is incredible. If y'all are not familiar with her, Travis has got a link down there, don't you?
Yes. If you want to check out Lauren Mayer's music, if you're on YouTube, all you have to do is go look into the description below, and you will find links to her main website and her main YouTube channel. And you can find all of her music there, and it is absolutely fantastic.
Anybody that can take the day's news with her wit and lock that in with a tune that we all recognize, and she's got a bunch of them, baby. And it's just, oh, there, I look prettier now. Thank you.
I forgot the lights.
I forgot the lights. I got the brain, baby. You got everything else here. Anyway, family, I'm glad you're here. It's Tuesday, baby. We're going to be doing it Tuesday, Thursday, and we were just discussing that Sunday's a distinct possibility because we can go online a little earlier and get the whole family in here. And baby, we got a lot to talk about, and I want you all to know today has fired me up. I have gotten more fired up today than I have in a while, baby, because of the shit that I'm seeing in the crap that I was putting my notes together when the overall picture of the whole damn thing sometimes comes to you. And baby, we're in this fight, baby. We're in it all the way. If we got to take his ass out in 2020, which some say is the best idea because it defeats his base, and pushes that shit back down into the sewer again. But there's ways, baby. Impeachment is on the table. There's a whole lot of investigations still going on. But just going through today's news, Mama said earlier, I have it written down here, lots of rats, and it's only Tuesday, baby. It's only Tuesday. And the stories that we heard today with the Jussie Smollett case, we got the Barr report that's hanging out there that we got what was it? I had only 60-something actual words from the Mueller report made it into that big 4-page summary of Mr. Barr's. And if you look back at Mr. Barr's history, this isn't the first time he's been involved in a big old case like this, that it isn't popular to let the public know exactly what went on. I was looking at the case of big Purdue Pharma, a company that makes OxyContin, that's having to pay a big old fine. And it just, the overall Mitch McConnell blocking the Mueller report from coming into the are you shitting me, into the Senate? It's the big picture that just makes you sit back. We have a fight here, baby. There ain't a one of us can give up on this shit. We got to pick it up and move forward. That's all we can do. Our voice, our vote, baby, that's what we have, but we have to pick up our voice. The power of the pen, your voice, my voice, everybody's voice has to rise now, because he's going to, who is that? Bannon, who said that Donnie is going to go full animal. You let that sink in, because what have we seen up to now if not an animal? Not a man that would be willing so easily to talk to these minions and call them to arms, or whatever the freak he has in his mind. And now Donnie's out. I mean, Bannon's out there preaching that now Donnie has carte blanche to go full animal. And we're going to see it, baby. He's coming after us. So we have to stand up proud, baby. This is the time for courage. Dig down deep. You damn right we're going to get his ass, whether it be now or at the polls in 2020. I don't care. But I want to know everything that damn report says, and we have to fight for it. So we're going to have to do in some letters. I said it the other day. Whew, man, whether it be a congressman, a Republican, or a Democrat congressman. I have a Republican. I'm going to write him a letter. I want to see that report. We paid for it, and I don't want any sealed, cases like we have with the Smollett today. Is that right? If we get money, we get power. You get by with shit. You get by with everything. It doesn't matter what it is. If you've got the money to buy enough lawyers, you can get your ass away with the big deal. And that's what Mo Brown was talking about on the floor today. Was when he quoted Hitler. Was that today or yesterday? I can't remember shit. Anyway, people, this is our world, baby. This is our country. We fight for it or we lose it. And I'll tell you what, the horizon looks to me like on their side, they're just willing to take it, baby. And a lot of their minions are willing to do that. Anyway, we got lots to talk about. Who's on the phone with us? We got Sparky and Leo Sahaki from Biker Wisdom. How you doing, Leo? Or Spark?
There we go. Is my mic on now?
Yes, sir, it is, Leo. How you been doing, buddy?
Hey, y'all.
And Sparky, you there too, right?
Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah. So, how's life treating y'all?
I'm hanging. Well, I don't know about this weather, but if it keeps raining like this is the greenest I've ever seen California in my life.
Y'all need that rain, though, don't you?
If it keep on raining.
That's it, baby. We had highs up in the 80s today with sunshine. It was a beautiful day. Got outside to do some work, and but Mama looked at the weather report a little while ago, and we'll be at 50 something on Sunday. So we're gonna fall. That's our winter, baby. We climb up to 80, then fall back to 40 something or 50 something. That's winter, and then we climb right back up to the 70s and 80s, and so I understand. Huh?
To stay in the 70s and 80s. Come on now. You got a lot of months.
The problem is down here, baby, if you're willing to take the 70s for the winter, you better be prepared for about 120 in the summer. Hey, Mitch, how you doing, buddy?
We might have a hot mic. I can't tell if that's from Mitch or from Jen Morgan, our chat moderator. Hi, Jen.
Jen is in the call.
Both muted now.
There you go.
Anyway, yeah, weather, baby. You don't like it down here in South Texas? Wait a minute. It'll change. Just
literally wait
a
minute.
I was just going to comment on that.
About New England, folks.
Huh? I know it, baby. I know some of the people up there are still cold. Hey! Nope. I say it all the time. I'm a sand and sea kind of guy. You know. Boat drinks.
I'm ready to beat myself.
There you go.
What's up, everybody?
How you doing? Is that Mitch?
Yes, indeed. Hope you all are doing okay today.
I'm doing just fine. Remind everybody where you're at, Mitch.
I'm actually home in Greensburg, PA, about 30 miles east of Pittsburgh. A blue dot in a sea of red. Western Pennsylvania, a.k.a. the Alabama of the Northeast.
I'm telling you, I'm going to write that down. I was telling everybody earlier, I look at there, I'm on camera now. See, when Mitch came into the room, Travis wrote his name down on this little square of paper. That allows me to know who is in the room, because that is one of the things I have felt, because Travis has a view of who's in the room. I have a view of part of the chat sometimes, and something over there that I'm supposed to pay attention to, but I don't know what it is really all the time.
And anyway, I can only write your name down if you come up with a full name. There's some people with usernames, and I don't know who they are.
I'm not going to throw these away. Every time Mitch comes in the room, I'll be able to put it right there, and I know who's in the room. If somebody leaves,
I can still pass that to you and be like, hey.
Yeah, but we only have to do it once.
By the way, Keith Thompson just joined the room.
Hey, Keith. See, I don't have one for Keith yet, so write down Keith. Yeah. Hey, Keith, how you doing, bub?
Good. How's everybody?
Oh, just doing lovely as shit, I'm telling you.
I ain't dead yet.
I'm pissed, baby. I'm telling you. I'm fired up. And I have to give credit where credit is due. The other day, Joe Riddle, he runs the New News. He wrote a little something there, and I got fired up by that, because he was right. We got to step up, baby. Ain't not a one of us can take a step back from this shit. We know what we know what we know. If you ask me, collusion, oh hell yeah, it happened in Trump Tower and amongst other places. It happened in a lot of places. Look at all the people around that man who have lied about Russian involvement in the ties to the Trump campaign. There's people in jail for it. I want to see that Barr report. And I don't want to see. I won't accept anything less than that as a citizen. I want to see that shit. And
we paid for it.
I'm sorry.
I said we paid for it.
That's right. Our tax dollars at work, baby. You might not be able to get a pothole fixed in your street, but by God, they got enough money to run an investigation for years. And we pay for it. I want to see the here. You don't know, that's mine.
Benghazi.
Yeah, Benghazi. Yeah.
Benghazi.
Don't ever forget Benghazi. How long did that go on? 3 or 4 years? You know, and at the end of it, Trey Gowdy said, well, what did you learn? We didn't learn anything, but look at Hillary's numbers. That's what it was about, baby. That's what Benghazi was about. They hit her with everything they could. And but man, we're getting into some shit. Just going through the news today, trying to make my notes. It's damn well disheartening. When you do this, that's people, myself, Leo knows what I'm talking about, and Bob Kincaid and others, Tim Cormall. If you do this, then yeah, most of your day is caught up with trying to inform yourself so you don't look like an idiot on TV or on the web. And but the more you learn, it makes you see the big picture. You know, like just going back in to look at Barr's history on Wikipedia through his career, and yeah, baby, he's a fixer. He's there to wave the magic wand and make this go away with a whole lot of legal talk, baby. You know,
all he's doing is replacing Michael Cohen with somebody else.
I'm telling you,
somebody else to kiss his ass.
He's the new fixer. And he knows how to do it. He's been through this shit before with Iran-Contra, the results of that. And, oh, Lord, there was a big case that he made go away. God, dog, I'd have to have Wikipedia in front of me, and I don't want to do that right now.
I don't even want to think about them too much. You know, that's one of the things with all of this. This was so disheartening. Just we heard so little about it, and what we did hear was so far away from what anybody really had hoped for.
Yeah.
Still, we got to move forward, and we got to take a look at the positive in all of this. What he did was prove just how much of a fucking crook he is, no matter what.
Yes. You know, and all of us have seen this. You know, we've seen all this shit with our own eyes. That, you know, while he's out there convincing the other side that what you see and what you read, that's not really happening. Just only pay attention. As a matter of fact, today or yesterday or something, he had his Trump campaign or the Trump administration, I don't know which, sent a memo out to all the fake news, this MSNBC, CNN, all of them, with a list of people that he doesn't, Donnie, that he doesn't want to see on those stations anymore. And he's talking about a list of Richard Blumenthal, of Adam Schiff, Emil Salwell, Salwell, Tom Perez, and John Brennan, ex-CIA guy. Those are the people that he doesn't want to see on the news, and he's
any of the ones that have shown that they've got a little bit of moral fortitude.
Yes.
He doesn't want around him.
Yeah, that's another way of, and he's back on that thing about tweeting out shit about the press is the enemy of the people, the media is the enemy of the people. He's pushing that shit constantly, and that's what struck me about Mo Brooks out there on the damn floor. Spouting quotes from Hitler. He is when he was quoting that, he's describing
the
Donnie.
Republican Party.
He is yes. Keep to the lie. Don't worry about a little lie. Make a big lie and keep repeating it, because the world knows who would dare lie about such a big thing. Well, guess what, people? It's a big lie, and they're trying to sell it. That's right, Sandra. A dictator wannabe, baby.
Dwight Eisenhower addressed something along these same lines.
Yeah.
Tell a big lie, keep repeating it,
yes,
and the sheep will follow.
Yes. Those that are just they're not going to pursue the truth. It's not worth their time to go look at any evidence or something. They can see a bumper sticker, they can hear it on Fox News, Rush Limbaugh said it, or Ann Coulter proclaimed it or some shit, and it's good enough for them. Are you shitting me? Alex Jones on his freaking disgusting piece of shit show is out there saying that he would gladly pull the handle to watch MSNBC Rachel Maddow, I'm sorry, to pull the trap door and watch her fall and snap her neck. He's describing this on his show. That's who they are, and that's what they're pushing, baby. I don't know. That's bullshit. That is just disgusting crap. But again, that man has Donnie's ear. That's the crap they're pulling, baby.
I think they have played their hand.
Yeah.
What this Mo Brooks spoke about and how he talked and blamed the left, I think it's just a smokescreen for what they are doing.
It's the same thing they've done all along. Accused others of what you were guilty of. That's his game plan, baby. He's been doing it all along. You got to remember, people, with Donnie, that's how come we're going straight from the Mueller report. We're going right into today, where they're going to try to overturn health care, the ACA today, because a judge down here in Texas said, well, you can't have an individual mandate. That's against the Constitution. That's in this law. You can't have that without you got to turn over the whole thing. And the DOJ is now picking that up. So the Department of Justice of the United States of America is going to bat and trying to overturn the Affordable Care Act today. This is bullshit, people. This is absolutely. Oh man, when did I get my goddamn
fascism?
Yes, baby, that's what it is. It's corporations taking control. It's the same thing that we have in our healthcare system, and everything it's creeping into. It's fascism. It's good for the corporation. It don't give a shit about the people. Does it make a profit? If it doesn't make a profit, get it the hell out of here. And it doesn't make money for me, I don't want it. That's what we're going into? I don't think so, baby. This country means more than that. It means more than that to me, and the people that live here mean more than that to me. Than a buck.
My health care, it's Deborah here.
Yes, hi, Deborah.
Yeah, howdy. When my husband died in 2011, we were separated since 2005, but we were still, we talked every day, and I can get along with him 300 miles away. But I was on his health care. He died. I had to pay for my own. It was $500 a month. I'm on a part-time job. I'm not going back into corporate world database. It was stressful. My head would explode, or I'd buy a gun and blow my brains out.
Don't do that, darling.
But then Affordable Care Act came along, and it was $194, where it would have cost me, by that time, it would have cost me $1,000.
The Republicans do not want health care. Donnie's out there preaching. I seen him on a little side step today where he's, oh, we're going to have great health care. We're going to have world class. You just watch here in a full days. I'm going to pull something out of my ass and con America with it, because they want to strike down the ACA. And with it goes pre-existing conditions, caps on how much they'll spend on you. There's a lot of shit that goes with that. You know,
they get free health care, those motherfuckers.
Yes, they do, baby.
Excuse my little church lady thing, but those motherfuckers get free health care. Fuck them. Up there, let them
it ain't free, sister.
Yeah.
It ain't free.
No,
we paid for it.
Yeah, we're paying for it, baby. You know, it's got to be paid for, and it's coming out of our pocket. You know, which really, if you think about it, we ought to be able to go up there to the Congress up there and walk down in there to the gym and be able to get on one of them treadmills or rowing machines or whatever the hell they got down there and use it, because I paid for this shit. You know, and it should be open to the people, but that's not the way it is, baby.
John, but it don't work that way.
It doesn't work that way. And we're seeing, that's what I'm trying to say today in my opening words was, it's not only that, it's in everything you see. The college admission things where we see the rich just buy their way into college, which gets their kid in there and gives them some kind of title they don't deserve. And then when they get out, they can do the same thing for their kid. That's what they learn. It's just cheat for the betterment of yourself. Screw society and screw everything you ever were taught. Well, some of them just weren't taught shit. You know, it's okay to lie, cheat, steal, and do whatever you can as long as you come out on top. That's what the mantra of the right is now. Doesn't matter if it's true. Just keep saying it, baby. Make it right.
If you have money and you're rich and white, you get 5 years for committing a crime.
Yeah.
If you're black, brown, you smoke a joint, or die, or go to...
Well, we got to back up the bus on that a little bit, Keith, because look at Jesse Smollett today. You know, he's a man of color. And today they drop all charges on him. He gets away with 2 days of community service, of which he's already done. And
hang on, I think we lost the internet. We're still streaming, but we're trying to reconnect.
Oh, shit.
I think we're even offline on Skype.
Anybody hear me?
Yeah.
I'm still here.
Yeah, we're still on Skype.
Okay, I think we're finally back.
Are we back?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Pickle.
Okay. Big Mouth Bitch is still here.
Oh, thank you, Deborah. We don't think that of you, baby.
I'm here.
We should have Leo. We should have Keith, Sparky, Jen Morgan should be in here. Deborah Gerlach and Mitch should be in here. Is that right, baby? I got a system going here. I got a system.
Hey, correct. I can verify.
There you go, baby. Hey, thank you, Sparky.
Wait, did I hear Chris is in here as well?
Yeah.
I'm here, Travis. See, I did not see Chris pop in.
See there.
Give me a second.
Hey, Chris, how you doing, bub?
I'm pretty good. Just listening to you. And you know, another thing is Donnie the dickhead hired Barr's brother-in-law for a nice position too. Now, what is this fucking nepotism going on?
Oh man, I'm telling you, that's nepotism is running all over the place. I just heard where I get this kick. Mama was telling me she read the story. I haven't caught it all yet. Evidently, Barr's son is now was hired. He's a lawyer. He's now working in the White House.
Oh yeah, he's on the Trump team now, right?
Yeah, he's on the Trump team, baby. He's working in the White House. How convenient is that? You know, because the last one that supposedly turns on you is family. So if you keep it all in the family, baby, isn't that the way they do it in the mob movies? It's got to be in the family, baby. You know. And that's what this is. It's just a way to keep the power into their hands and manipulate the system to benefit them. And it sucks, baby. And that's where we come in, because we can't, we elect these suckers. We're the ones that put them in office. So some of our brethren out there have to be coming along and learn a few things to get that kind of ignorance out of our government and have the government work for the people again. Because right now, baby, we're working for corporations. That's who's making the money here. That's who's getting the big deal. And that's what it is. They had an agenda. And the first one on the list was the big tax cuts for the rich, baby. They had to get that. They want to overturn the ACA, and now they're going again for that. And they're not trying to negotiate with our side, baby. They're shoving it up your butt. They'll take it. If they got the numbers, and that's what they said, screw your feelings. All that shit. I don't know. I don't want to get in a rant. I don't want to get in a rant.
Another thing I read, that the House came up short on Donnie's veto. So he wins that on his national emergency bullshit.
Yeah, he's got that now. I'm just tired of seeing that shit. You know, and short of marching in the streets and storming the Bastille, the most powerful thing we have right now is the reliance on those in the House of Representatives to pursue the Mueller report for what's in it, and not only that, to pursue other crimes. The Constitution, high crimes and misdemeanors, baby. That's what it says in our Constitution. You tell me somebody out there without a logical brain cell left in their head can't recognize that, baby, is there high crimes? Well, I don't know. Money laundering, tax evasion. Is that high crimes? Sure there is.
And obstruction.
Well, it is in our little world down here at the bottom. But is it illegal at the top, baby, when you got the billions? And says we're offline again.
Yep, I think we're losing connection again.
Shit, so.
Internet is terrible tonight.
Yeah, our internet is not.
Hang on,
Donald.
Trying to reconnect. I think we're back. It keeps going between like 2 megabytes a second and 0.
Donald Trump's lawyer, I said, does not make it valid. I want to see the full report.
That's what I say.
Yeah.
That's what I say. I paid for. Besides that,
the lady rolled her eyes and walked away.
Yep. So I got something here for you that was just tweeted out by the fat ass in our house.
What do you say now? Just boom by how great I am.
The fake media has lost tremendous credibility with its corrupt coverage of the illegal Democrat witch hunt of your all-time favorite duly elected president, me. TV ratings of CNN and MSNBC tanked last night after seeing the Mueller report statement at Fox News. Up big.
There you go, baby.
Shit.
There you go. That's the president of the United States, baby. Right there. Ain't that make you just as proud as you could ever be in your life?
Your all-time favorite duly elected president, me.
Elected president. Baby, there's a push trying to change that electoral college shit, and I'm all for that crap. I'm tired of this shit.
Another day, another moron moment.
Yes, another moron moment. Trump, redefining stupidity one tweet at a time, baby. He does it all the time. He does it daily. And all you have to do is reach down there and look at it and say, that guy's a moron. And you're right. But he thrives on what he does. He thrives on the chaos. That's how come we're going right into this fight for the ACA, right after the Mueller. The news cycle cannot slow down. It's got to be a crisis every day, whether it be the border, whether it be the Mueller report, the Affordable Care Act. It doesn't matter. He's going to cut your Social Security. He wants as much chaos as possible because in that chaos, he controls the right. He controls the conversation.
That's all he gives a fuck about.
It's right there in his tweet. It's about the ratings, baby. Am I in the news?
It's about the attention. He wants the attention.
It doesn't matter. He said it before.
He's in burn it down mode.
Yes, yes, he is. That's what Bannon means by he's going to go full animal. He's going to threaten this nation. He's going to threaten our Constitution, and he doesn't give a shit, baby. You know, you can cry about it all day long and hold up the flag of the Constitution and say this is what it says, and they don't care because they don't read it. The gist of what the Constitution says can be summed up in a couple of bumper stickers, and that's all they know about it.
Rise again.
Well, you know, the next time Donnie yells me, it's going to be me in a really high voice because Bubba's going to be right behind him, bending him over in jail.
I would love to see him in jail, but we can't count on that. I'd be happy just to get him out of our house.
I just want to vote him the hell out. That's all I give a shit about. Who are we going to put up there that can do it?
And that's the big thing. That's the that's when I say now's the time to start standing up. There are a lot of candidates out there, and I'm liking a lot of them. Not only Beto O'Rourke, which y'all know I support, but I'm hearing some things from some other people that I really like to hear. And you know, that's what this is. That's what this big experiment is about. Is making our system work. And if our system works, then Donnie's out on his ass, and we're in better shape. I'm sorry, Travis.
If our system works and they don't break the law and conscript it some way that they shouldn't, though, and don't think for a goddamn minute that they won't take every dirty trick they can.
I mean,
they will.
Exactly.
Yes, you're right, Leo. You're right. And that's where Barr comes in, because he knows the words to make it legal. Travis, you got something?
Yeah, really quick. Thomas Curry just subscribed to the channel. Thank you very much. We greatly appreciate it.
We appreciate every subscriber.
And also, let's welcome Dennis to the Skype call tonight. There's Dennis.
Buddy. Where were you?
Hey, how's it going, John?
We was almost going to call.
I was at the fishing hole.
Did you catch anything?
Catch anything? No.
No.
Good.
Damn.
Good.
I caught some relaxation.
That's what you go for, baby.
That's the most important
You're not going
part.
catching, you're going fishing. And as
All
long
good.
as that's right. It's all good, baby. It's all good. Shit. Anyway, buddy, we're glad to have you here. I know the weather's good up in San Antonio because it's not too far from me. Well, a couple hours north.
Yeah.
You know.
Well,
for Texas, that's not far.
Last night on Colbert.
Yes.
Oh my God, my brain had. I have a brain fart.
Yes,
Red
that was
hair.
pretty good.
She made sense on every single point. Oh my God, I can't remember. Anybody watch Colbert?
Oh shit,
I
darling.
remember her name.
I'll be there this
Elizabeth.
evening. I don't miss Colbert. I don't miss. If I can help it, I use.
He's good.
Yeah, I watch usually for my evening entertainment before I go to bed. I watch Trevor Noah on the Daily Show. I've been a Daily Show fan for years and years and years, and then I switch over and watch Stephen Colbert. After Colbert, well, it's somewhere after that is La La Land for me. So,
I'm on Vampire Hours, which is why I'm awake at 9:30 on New York time.
No, baby. Mama's like that. Last night, normally when I hit the rack, baby, I'm out. I'm used to sleeping in an airplane. I don't give a shit about noise. There's lots of noise in an airplane. I can go to sleep real easy. And but last night I had a real hard time going to sleep. Mama sits up watching movies or shows, on Netflix. She's a Netflix fan, but she'll stay up to later, 1 or 2, 3 sometimes, and she'll be up watching. Anyway, couldn't help but start paying attention to this show she was watching on Netflix, and it was filmed in Brazil, and it was a novella. It looked like, because every scene was filmed in a dramatic light, and the candles were, it was. She told me I had to see the whole show. Anyway, that's my nightlife, baby. That's what I do.
That sounds creepy. My life used to be a lot of candlelight and no lights, and then the boyfriend would come over. Like, that was creepy.
No, hold up.
Really quick, before we go any further, let's thank Linda Cal for donating $2 through Super Chat. Much appreciated. Thank you very much.
Thank you. And that sign says your computer seems to be offline again. Keep trying to reconnect.
This is gonna be a long night if it keeps it up.
Piss me off. See that, and it's a beautiful day outside. It's a beautiful day here. No wind, no clouds, no nothing. There ain't no reason my internet should cut in and out.
There really isn't.
It just torques me off.
Back.
Yeah, I don't know if we're back.
I'm still looking for what people are really looking for in their needs for a candidate. Give us the positive. Let's hear the good things you like about people.
And I'm going to tell you right up front, the guy I got a kick out of was Mayor Pete. Pete Buttigieg.
Yeah.
I like that guy. He's a young and a progressive but I like the way he talks. It's sort of for the same reason I like Beto O'Rourke. I like that younger voice with a vision for the future. I don't want to hold back on shit. I want to be damn proud of the things that our party is seeking to endeavor to do. You know, because
those are the things that I want to know about. So that, you know, because it isn't just about me. It isn't just about you, John. It isn't about just any one person. It's all about all of us. And we got to know what America really wants.
Yeah. We got to know what we stand for, baby.
Trumpy tells us we want.
Isn't that what the right told us all along? That the Republicans always say we stand on moral ground. We have to show the world who we are, be leaders of the world. Let's be, you know, all that kumbaya shit that they sold for years. Yeah, it's like everything else in the Republican Party. It's a con, baby. It's a con. Hey, Kerry from New Orleans, how you doing, buddy?
I think one thing that's going to really stand out to me on all of the candidates, and I'm really hoping every single one of them comes out and says it, is whoever the Democratic nominee is going to be, they're going to vote for him.
Who? That's who you vote for.
Goddamn right. It's a thing that thing that he wouldn't say back with the Republicans, but we need that with the Democrats.
Yes,
we got to come together.
It's the only way we're going to win at this point.
Because you have to remember.
They need to have.
Oh
man, the internet's out again. Hang on, stand by.
Boy, howdy.
Hopefully we're coming back.
The internet is giving me trouble tonight. You know, we are a majority party.
In June, and I'm
oh wait, there we go. I think
it's taking so long for this shit.
We have to remember that we are a majority party. We outnumber them. We are a much larger party than the Republicans are because they keep shrinking. Now they got a little bump today. They're having a party and shit. But let me tell you something. Just today, Mom and I were, you know, Cinco de Mayo is coming up here pretty soon, and in the country, everybody in the world is going to be celebrating, having a margarita, a little taco or something. They're going to celebrate, going to put a sombrero on or something. They're going to celebrate Cinco de Mayo, and Cinco de Mayo is not the Mexican Independence Day, but it's a proud moment in the Mexican history where a smaller group of Mexicans defeated the French at Pueblo and claimed victory and chased the French out of Mexico. This is right about the time we're having a civil war here, and Mexico is proud of that. But remember what the story is: a small band that outnumbered a much larger force. So if you think the Republicans can't do that shit again, they could do it, baby. All they got to do is play the damn electoral map with a little help from Russia, which isn't being stopped, you know.
And all we got to do is all of us get out there and blow this son of a bitch up.
That's the best way they say is to do it. And I tend to agree with it. We can take him down through impeachment. I believe we have impeachment in the hand, baby, because look at what we've seen on news. There's enough to impeach him on just the bullshit we know, campaign finance laws and shit like that. There's enough to impeach him. But that would right now infuriate the right, because right now at the moment, I'm not really giving a shit. I say shove it up their ass, but you know, they would turn that around. They're going to go ape shit here for a while. They're going to be I'm just going to act like that's not happening, because I don't know if I'm online or not.
Yeah, tonight is not a good night. I'm afraid we're gonna, if we can keep this up, but everybody's saying our video's cutting out, our audio's cutting out.
I'm damn sure we all vote for them.
Yeah,
that's all we need.
Yeah. That's it. We have to have a unified front on this shit. We can't have anything less. Anything less than that leaves a crack open for his side.
Right now, y'all, good night.
Yeah. You're leaving?
I am. I got to.
Oh, okay, Leo. Well, y'all remember to listen to listen to Leo on Biker Wisdom. You can find him on Facebook. He's always a voice shouting out for the same shit that we are. But we appreciate you being there, Leo. Take care, bub. Anyway.
We apologize for the internet continuously cutting out. Yeah. We have no idea why that's going on. I've checked everything in the house. There's nothing I can turn off. So it's just a bad internet day, but we're going to keep going until it won't let us.
What does that do? Does it stop and make a new video every time? Or
I'm afraid it is, and if that's the case, everybody's going to wonder, why is there 5 videos from a blue dot in Texas on my feed?
I don't know. Somebody in the comments down there tell me if I go offline. And see, Val Wood just said later, Leo, so she heard that. So
Yep.
We don't care. We don't care. We'll listen to you over and over and over and over.
That's what we got
and
here, baby. The Skype doesn't cut out, so at least we're here still talking amongst ourselves when the internet cuts out. What's that, Keith?
It's Donnie the dickhead's goons after you. They want to censor us.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they want to censor all of us.
They are, but the algorithms that these different social platforms have. Yeah, they're looking.
I don't know if I can say that they're going after our internet, but I can definitely say sometimes when I see the ads on YouTube, it's like they are trying to insert as much right-wing propaganda on your shit.
Yeah.
I wish we could turn that shit off.
I wish I could turn it off. It provides
a
small amount of income.
What they're also successfully doing is they're really clamping down on the anti-vaxxers really hard, which I'm all for that.
Yeah. We've defeated a whole lot of diseases, and I don't want to see measles come back and start wiping out people on a mass scale. That's bullshit. We can't afford to have polio come back or any of those, medieval diseases that we don't want to, that we have cured or not. We have worked hard to eliminate. I don't know, man. I'm telling you, people, there is a wide rainbow of a wide spectrum of different beliefs. Hello. Who was that?
It was me. Is Skype on too?
Yeah.
Going in and out.
Yeah. You're on Skype, baby. You're on the show. As such it is. I rearranged the show a little bit today. I hope y'all realize that.
In the limelight. Yay.
Yeah, in the limelight, baby.
Yep.
Yeah, I did a little rearranging today.
Is that my boy? Is that my boyfriend from Minnesota?
You got a boyfriend in Minnesota?
Who, Keith?
Or what is this? This is a love connection? What is this? Or what is this? BlueDot.com.
This is a new dating. This is a new dating website.
Yeah, that's what this is. Yeah.
I don't know if I'll make Minnesota.
I don't know if we're a dating site, baby, but I am so proud of when I see people down there that have made connections with Blue Dots around the country and indeed around the world. That's cool, man. When you see people like that making connection, talking about shit, that's what I love to see down there.
You all are on my. Well, I don't know if I'm going to make Minnesota, but a lot of you are on my travels.
There you go.
I said I got to get to Senate.
Deborah's going to come see y'all.
Texas, and then I got to go to Tennessee, Missouri. I got to go wherever. I might not make California. And tomorrow to tell this guy to get the damn thing out of the vein in my neck so I can
you still
pick
got
up
that port, baby.
And I can go camping.
Well, we hope they get that thing out of your neck. Nobody wants that kind of shit.
So should we play another song?
Should we have?
Do you want to play another song?
Y'all want to hear another song?
Chat, let us know on YouTube and Facebook if y'all want to hear another song.
Travis wants to know if you want to.
From Lauren Mayer.
From Lauren Mayer. She has got she's got a large album of parody songs. I liked one the other day.
Yes, I highly recommend everybody go check her out. We got links in the description of our YouTube live stream where you can go visit her website and visit her official YouTube channel.
Yeah.
And you can go check out her entire catalog of music. It is absolutely fantastic.
It's great.
Sing that to me. I want it.
Yes.
I mean, she's got a song. Everybody is saying, yes, that's fine. I understand. Y'all don't want to talk to me. Y'all want to hear my voice.
And this will be a good opportunity for us to figure out what's going on with the internet.
Play the nice lady song because they don't want to hear me.
Yeah. Let's see. Which one? Let's see here. But there goes the
Just wait a second on that. We're going to because my computer up here is telling me your computer seems to be offline. We will keep trying to reconnect. Yeah. Give me a phone number. Yeah, that's one thing you don't get on social media or anything else nowadays. You don't get a phone number to call customer service. Hey, this shit ain't working. No, baby. Write to us at www.kissmyass.com.
Okay, we're going to be right back. We're going to take a very quick break. We're going to try to play some music, and we're going to try to reset the internet connections here, or at least I'm going to unplug a few things. So we'll be back in like 2 minutes. I'm going to play some music, though, while we are gone. So
we are.
I can do it too. Chuck Woolery, back in 2 and 2.
On the east side of Manhattan, in a gilded but tacky dump, a guy from the sticks was working as a fixer for a con named Donald Trump. Well, he lied, broke laws, and threatened whatever his boss asked him for. He once took the blame, but now he's clearing his name, and he's not protecting Trump anymore. 'Cause he's mad, mad, Michael Cohen. He knows how far the crimes are going, like inflated charity bids, and he's got dirt on those complicit kids. When the feds raided Cohen's office, they found evidence a mile high. First Trump made a fuss, then threw him under the bus, claiming he barely knew the guy. Cohen flipped and is working with Mueller, so he got slammed by the GOP. But their attacks backfired, turned out they'd hired him to work for the RNC. Yeah, he's mad, mad, Michael Cohen, and the case against Trump is growing. Payoffs for sleazy sex, we've even seen the canceled checks. So he testified before Congress, and Republicans were intent on calling him a liar, but Cohen's reply was, who, me or the president? Lies about Trump Tower, Moscow, those financial statement tweaks. And there's not a chance Trump didn't know in advance about the tricks by WikiLeaks. Yeah, he's mad, mad, Michael Cohen. Now Trump is reaping what he's been sowing. Cohen's naming names and dates, despite that stupid tweet by Matt Gaetz. Oh, he's mad, mad, Michael Cohen. So much juicy stuff's been flowing. The line that everyone will repeat: Trump is a racist, a con man, and cheat. A ton of crimes have been done that all begin with individual one. And now that we've had our first look, I hope that Cohen really does write a book.
Oh, he's going to write a book. You know he's going to write a book. You know, he's got to go to prison, but he's going to write a book.
So that served two purposes. Dad ran to the bathroom, and I ran all over the house and downstairs to make sure that nothing is taking our internet. So I do not know why we are...
I don't know why we're doing it, but that's, anyway. That's Lauren Mayer, and I sure appreciate the break there, darling. It came at the right time, but anyway, I hope y'all enjoyed that. I can't wait to get her on the show. You know,
yeah.
She's going to be calling in on
she said, like the email said, that yeah, she has a lot of work, but I think she's going to be free next week, so hopefully we'll have her on.
Yeah, well, hopefully next week. This week was going to be tied up. She had some pre-existing meetings and stuff.
Yeah, she's everywhere.
She's Take a look at her videos though, because she sings right there on the camera, and it just, like I say, I'm looking forward to being able to talk to her, because anybody that can put that much wit and humor into a song, you know, they have an opinion, baby, and I want to hear hers. So we still have Dennis and Keith, Sparky and Jen, Mitch, Deborah, Chris, and Carrie. Do we have Carrie in the room?
I'm here.
Okay, baby. I was just making sure you're there. I got your tab right in front to let me know who's in the chat, man, because I don't want to leave anybody out. So anyway, I got to reach in there. What else is going on in the news today that we can talk about? Oh, that big Pharma. You're going to see some movement on this shit pretty quick, I think. Did y'all see the story about Purdue Pharma? They're a big manufacturer of OxyContin. You know, the drug that's non-addictive. That's the way they market it. It don't problem. And they're still pushing it down there, or we're trying to push it down to kid levels so they could get their drug out there and market the shit out of it and make billions. Well, there was 36 states that have sued several companies, big Purdue Pharma being one, Johnson & Johnson, Teva Pharma, Allergen, and some others. There are 36 states suing those companies for the opioid addiction. Those pills that they pushed and told doctors to push and paid for money, they made billions, baby, billions. Well, Oklahoma was the first state. They were fixing to go to trial in 100 days, and the court, Purdue Pharma tried to get another delay. The judge said, no, we're going to trial, and all of a sudden they settled out of court for $270 million. That's one state, one company, and there's a lot more to go, and this is going to open the path to taking control of that, because I don't think there's a soul in this country who knows anything about the opioid epidemic in this country that was started on purpose by Big Pharma pushing a pill that they knew was addictive and just to make that money, baby. And look how many lives that has cost. You know.
Right, and it's the Sackler family. They're the richest people you've never heard of.
Yes.
They are very secretive. They're ultra conservative. And you know what the worst thing is?
What's that?
It's someone like me who suffers with chronic pain. Yeah. I'm fucked. I can't get shit.
Yeah, they
tell me to take a fucking Tylenol.
Yeah, they don't care. They don't care. As long as they make their money.
Exact same boat.
Yeah, yeah. Hi, Tammy. I'm out of cookies, dear. That's Tammy Arrington. That's one of the Blue Dot sisters. I just saw her comment up there. She was saying hello, and Tammy baked me some cookies not long ago, and I ate them up, baby. They were good. Anyway, yeah, that family and other big, names that I don't know probably. We're making billions on this. What is a $270 million fine? Nothing to them unless 36 more states you have to start settling. And we start talking about billions. That's the way it's going to hurt them. And that money needs to be taken and applied to the problem that they created. But that's it's just one of the stories that I had written down here today that in the process of going through this shit to go through to get enough information in my head to not sound like an idiot, you see a big picture of corporations and the rich getting away with crap that you and me couldn't have a chance in hell of getting away with, baby. Every one of us, if we were charged with something, baby, we're going to jail. They're not going to tell you, okay, come back.
You're going to go under the jail.
Yeah. They're not going to tell you to come back in 3 months on Tuesday at 3 o'clock in the afternoon to check into the prison. No, baby, they're taking your ass right out of the courtroom and putting you in jail. That's where you're going because you don't have a lawyer. You don't have a rich lawyer that can get your ass out, and that's what Barr is. He's the right lawyer for what this is. It's a disgrace. It's got to be covered up. It's got to be swept away. And it's our job not to let that fucking shit happen. Anyway, every one of us. And when you throw, shit, I'm looking down here at this piece of paper. This whole thing with the Texas judge trying to overturn the ACA. Then, what do we got? We're going right back to the same thing that we always had. Profit care. And, our voice, baby. Like AOC said, I have her quote down here, we must remove the infrastructure that allowed him to get elected. That's what we have to do. We have to stand up to the bullshit that the right keeps trying to push out there. Our voice, baby. Our voice. That's what we have. Anyway, somebody use their voice there. That's dead air. Somebody.
Well, you were on a roll there, and also, and there goes the internet.
Damn signal again. It says my internet's out. Son of a. Oh, crappy.
I think we're going to have to call it because this is getting too much.
How long are we into this?
We are.
Not Donald Trump. It's got to be around a solid message.
Yes, a solid message. And a solid direction, and a unified democratic vote. That can
and infrastructure will do it.
Yeah, I like to hear.
Right?
I like to hear, huh?
I said, The message is, when Ronald Reagan became president, we said, let's run America like a business.
Yeah.
And that was the biggest fuck up that has ever been made in the history of this country. That has been an absolute disaster since the get-go. We need to start running this country like a nation of adults.
Adults, in the room. Because like you said, Ronnie Reagan, a lot of this shit you can track right back to Ronnie Reagan. He's the one that started down Reaganomics, give to the rich, let it trickle down to the poor. Don't worry, you're going to get a little bit. Just keep dumping that money onto the rich. And lying through his ass. That's Iran-Contra that came out of his ass. You know, people say, oh, St. Ronnie. Yeah, you look at St. Ronnie's past. His administration, not that pretty, baby, not for our side. It was the same thing there, and ever since he brought the religious right into it, you know, the Republican Party changed big time when Ronnie came in, because they started to realize they could take the power of the greed, take the power of the church and everything else, and mold it into what they wanted. And it got them the White House, baby. It has been. Because they don't have anything on that side. Every time they get in, you look at any damn graph there's an indicator that goes down. And we're waiting on this one, baby. You think this market's not going to last. I just read a story about the warning flags of a recession because the market's at such a high level. There's going to be an adjustment. You know, and business isn't as good as what Donnie says it is. You know, there's a lot of bullshit stories that drive the market. You know,
there's a lot of stores that are going to be closing soon. A lot of malls that are going to be closing soon. Yeah. Franchises.
Oh yeah.
Where are these people going to work, JB?
They don't give a shit. They don't care, baby. If it's not making corporate money, that's what we're talking about. When they say that, oh, we gotta save the working man, they're not talking about the working man. The guy they're talking about, you know, he rides around in the back of a limousine making decisions. You know. It's not us anymore.
You know what, John?
What's that?
You know what, John? I watched earlier, like a few hours ago, on MSNBC, they had an interview with Arnold Schwarzenegger. No, you know what? For years, I had an office that over the Hudson River, down right on Two Penn Plaza over the Madison Square Garden, which is round. By the way, I looked up my window, but I had Conan poster, and I put a sticky note that says "I'm too sexy for my body," all that stuff. But he was talking about gerrymandering. He said he learned a lot, and I'm really pissed that, you know what, if you're gonna screw around on your wife, at least make her attractive, some ugly maid. But anyway, he said that. You know, the Reagan said that, you know, gerrymandering. He's really like freaked out about this gerrymandering. Oh, let's change
let me tell you, gerrymandering is a big thing. It affected us here in Texas. You know, my district is gerrymandered out the wazoo, baby. You know,
and Reagan said anti-American. Reagan. No matter what Reagan did, oh, sure.
He's a saint to them, baby. He's a saint to them. That's all Ronald Reagan is. But in today's Republican Party, Ronnie would be thrown out the back door, baby. He's not right enough. Ronald Reagan is not Republican enough, because there is no Republican Party anymore. It's the Trump Party. That is the party of lie, cheat, steal, do whatever you have to do to win. And that's their side, baby. And winning doesn't include us. It includes the corporations. It includes big pharma, big insurance companies, the big chemical companies, all that, baby. It all includes. That's who's running our country. And that is, when you boil it down, baby, that's fascism. And I hate this shit because they want to use that word socialism against us. And I am a democratic socialist. I want you to have a fire department. I want you to have an ambulance, a school, a road to drive on. I want clean air, clean water, all that bullshit that we all need in our life. I want a progressive society moving forward. That's what I want.
I just keep going back to, I'm like, why do people hate socialism. Remember, because you and I are in age. Well, okay, you're a couple months younger than me, you little whippersnapper.
That's me, baby. I'm a spring chicken. I'm still got a long way to go, baby. It's this beard. It's the beard. It just makes me look old, baby. I'm telling you, shave this off. You know.
But remember when it was USSR, United Soviet Socialist Republic.
That's right.
So they keep thinking about all us old baby boomers. I keep getting bashed on.
What I'm saying is the more they use that word socialism, throw it right in their face.
Fuck you. Yeah, they think that socialists are Russians. Oh, wait, who are the Ruskies? Yeah. Oh, Johnny, who wants to build a fucking tower? Thank you.
Yeah.
They don't know one ism from another.
No, they don't. Because what they're pushing is pure fascism. That's what it is. And we ought to call it out for what it is. If they're going to start throwing around that word socialism, oh, look at that, they're socialists. You're going to be communist socialism. That's because they don't give a shit what it is. It just sounds, it's that word. And the true word of what they're trying to institute is fascism, which is when corporations and big money run government, baby. What do you see? Who's writing our tax laws? Who's writing our laws? It's not us, baby. It's big corporations. That's how Purdue Pharma got away with what they're doing, because there's regulations that said they could. You know, the law.
About how Amazon gets away with making $11.5 billion and paying zero tax.
Where's the tax?
And there's actually two of the big military contractors actually got a net negative tax. In other words,
they got
a tax refund.
They got a big check from the government. I'm telling you, man. Big business, baby. Big business. That's what this country is being run from and for, and that's where we come in. We can't allow this shit to go on. We have to have it within ourselves to change this, because if we get complacent with it and just don't give a shit and just get used to it, used to the lying, the cheating, the stealing, and everything else, then we've lost this country. We might as well hand it right over to them. Just let me know where I'm supposed to go, what I'm supposed to do, and all that shit. What day am I supposed to be at church? What time? You know. That's what that's the world they want, baby. I don't give a shit about you. There goes the
internet.
Damn it. Boy, howdy shit. I hate that internet crap. We're gonna have to upgrade to I don't know, that gives us more broadband, more bandwidth.
Green Deal, new Green Deal.
Yeah.
And they're doing it because they're collapsing to just the word socialism themselves. The Democrats aren't going to try to explain it. They're going to try and run away from it because they know that the American public is so ignorant about what exactly that is.
And very well put.
In a campaign, being told by others that people are voting for socialists, that you're supporting socialists, they're not going to win. They're going to lose their office.
Yes.
Yeah. Very well put, Jen. And who was that? That was Ruben. Ruben donated $10 through Super Chat.
Oh, buddy, we appreciate that.
Here's the thing.
There's a blue dot in the comment that has what looks like a finger poke emoji. So he's poking the blue dot.
Poking the blue dot.
So yeah, he's poking the blue dot.
All
so
right.
Ruben, thank you so very much.
The hell out of that, buddy. Every dime counts, baby. Every dime counts. And we're not there yet. If we did, we'd have a better internet
connection.
We'd have a better internet service if I was there yet. So everybody that donates this way, through Super Chat, through PayPal, through Patreon, we greatly appreciate it. Y'all pay attention at the end of the show here, because when we go off, Travis updated our Patreon.
Yeah, we got a whole new list of stuff going on. Or it's our Patreon, but also people we thank throughout the show.
People that we want to thank, those that stand out and do stuff. David was just on here. David's gone though. David was in the conversation earlier, and he's gonna try to help us out with a little something going on too. But
he's going to go to
Washington D.C. Said he's going to send me a picture. He's going to go in front of the White House and going to flip the bird and send me the picture so I can have it. And go, David, buddy.
That's going to go probably right up there.
That's going to go right up here, baby. I've got so much memorabilia up here. I'm telling y'all, I love this shit. That reminds me. Today, Let me see if I'm.
Yeah, we need to figure out who sent this.
I don't know who sent this.
Who sent this?
Somebody sent me this, and it's a box of. Can you want to? It's wait a minute. It's got 3 T's in it. One is berry.
That's impeachment.
Impeachment, and then turn it. So it's got a little picture.
Yeah, that's RPG. RBG.
RBG. Ruth Bader Ginsburg.
Playing too much Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah, there you go. And
then Berry.
Yeah, Berry tea. That's Barack Obama in there with Michelle, I think. Anyway, that's really neat. I got that in the mail today, and I don't know where it came from. It was shipped to me from the Tea Book. Oh, and
there goes the internet again. How about that?
Anyway, it was sent to me. I don't know how to pause on that sentence no,
you may as well keep going. It's going to be like this all night.
Oh, boy, how to shit. That little ding, I guess, goes off. Anyway, whoever sent me the tea, I don't know, because it was sent to me by the Tea Book, and it came in the mail, and it is really neat. The artwork on the box is really neat, and it's going to go right up here somewhere. I don't want to block Tony's picture. Tony, if you don't know where your picture is, buddy, I'm going to point to it right there, buddy. There's Tony's picture. Let me see. It's I can't remember everything all the time. That is Tony Giacomella, and he's out in Crescent City, California, baby. And he sent me his picture. He wanted it up there, and I'm going to put this up here somewhere right now. I don't want to cover me up. That's me up there. That's my picture from Thomas Morgan, and I love that shit. Anyway, huh?
His art style's great.
I love his style. I love his way of looking at we have several artists in this family, this Blue Dot family, and I'm lucky enough to have received art from Mousy Clark. Is just on a level. Wow. I appreciate art so much, and I hope I know I've instilled that love in my kids. As a matter of fact, they impress me a lot of times. Anyway,
Anyway, and I appreciate everything, and I have a shitload of Girl Scout cookies for you in my van.
There you go.
You mail them or bring them down to you, which I prefer.
I have.
But talking about AOC, I appreciate her, her enthusiasm. I know that all that.
Oh, there
goes. There goes the internet again.
There goes the internet again.
The internet.
Oh man.
We've been at it for an hour at the very least. I think it's going to keep cutting in and out, in and out, in and out.
I hate doing that to everybody out there that's watching. It just keeps going on and off.
They gave tax breaks to bring businesses back. Now, she talks about $3 billion in taxes. We could use that for that. There's no fucking $3 billion, whether it comes there or not. Now, when Amazon pulled out, what she did was there's no construction jobs. I know in the 80s, I was making so much freaking money in Manhattan that I would go downstairs and spend $10 every single day. Imagine in the 80s, $10 every day for lunch to get fresh soup and a fresh salad. And those guys would, what do you want in your salad? And they would mix it up right there. And I'm saying, good, fine. And you go to neighborhood, the neighborhood would be brought up. That's where the money comes from. The neighborhood gets brought up. The construction jobs, it brings up all the businesses. And to just slam Amazon for saying we're not going to pay, we don't have to pay. That's what Trump did, but but
that's
more than that. But see, the neighborhood is not going to do anything because there's no freaking $3 billion. What are you talking about? I think she needs to.
I can tell you what she's talking about.
Yeah.
She's talking about them giving tax breaks to Amazon, which basically results in a net less money coming into the city, and that's just like giving money away.
And
I can tell you
increasing
from
the
an
demand on the
insider,
system that's already there.
Yeah, Did you not understand what I just said? If Amazon is not there, if Amazon decided to build, they would hire people for construction jobs. That's money coming to the people for jobs. That is money coming
but on the back of who, though?
There. Everybody who works there is going to go into the neighborhood and spend money on the local businesses, and they're going to spend all. They're going to spread out the wealth.
That is true in any situation. We have a large construction job going on here that provides a lot of jobs for everywhere. But
wait. Before we go on, I want to hear Mitch.
Yeah, Mitch, go ahead.
Yeah, what do you do when first off, what do you do when the building's done? At some point in time, a building gets built. The other thing is, as kind of an insider in the IT industry, none of us really ever believed that Amazon had any intention of going to New York. It's a terrible idea. It doesn't make sense economically. So they went on basically a fishing expedition to see if they could get a huge tax break. The city of New York were really the ones who told them to go fuck off. And AOC, I like her. I think she's awesome.
Oh, I
think she represents the future of the United States of America. And she's making a fool out of all these people who take her lightly. That is an intelligent, smart, forward-thinking woman. She's going to be a great leader for me.
There you go, baby. I like that. Yes, she is. She is stirring up. She's stirring up the pot, and she brings that conversation in about the game that Amazon does play. He pits one city against another city. Who can give me the best deal? And although it brings jobs to that certain area, those same workers are going to have to pay through their taxes for the infrastructure that it's going to take.
Wait a second, Deborah. Hang on.
Huh?
I was just telling Deborah to wait a second. I wanted you to finish.
That brings. And the deal that Amazon gets in this lasts for decades, where the deal on the construction, like Mitch was saying, when the building is done, the jobs are done. That is gone. It's over with. Now where's the real money at? It's coming out of the taxpayers in that area that have to pay the taxes that Amazon is not going to pay because they made a big deal with the state. And I do believe that that's a form of extortion from these companies when they get big like this, and they have that they use the power of building I agree with Bill Maher, who did a statement on that same subject. If Amazon wanted to help the nation, hell, build the damn thing in Arkansas, in Missouri, or the center of the country. Put it in a place where they need jobs, and bring a little bit of what we have on the coast, where into the center of the country, and help those in the center of the country enjoy the same benefits that a lot of people on the coast, both east and west, are enjoying, because a lot of that shit isn't in the center of the country. But that's part of the debate that AOC brings. She's shining a light so much on not only what the Republican Party is getting away with, but what our own system allows both sides to get away with.
Don't get me wrong. I love her.
Oh yeah.
But she comes in with all guns blazing, and there are certain things that, like, you have to think about a lot of things.
Yeah.
I got a big mouth.
Well, wait a minute, though. We've allowed the conservatives to control the narrative, honestly, since Ronald Reagan. We have not had anything that resembles a progressive. Bill Clinton, not a progressive. Barack Obama, great man, not a progressive. Okay? Yeah. Now we have
the anti-centrist. They were both more centrist. Yeah.
They were centrist, and they changed the narrative. Yeah. We have to take the narrative back from these bastards. We have to keep this shit up in their faces. We don't have time to piss around and wait till the rest of the center of the country floods out because all the freaking erosion and all the strange weather patterns that we're getting from global warming. We don't have time for this. We don't have time to think about it anymore.
Mitch,
we have to take action now.
Let me tell you, you can hear the passion in Mitch's voice, and that's what we need on our side. That's what Joe Riddle was talking about the other day. There's a passion in this country because we know what we can achieve. We know what technologies are out there. We know what the country needs, and they want to push for that. And we have for a long time tried to take that middle of the road. Try to find that centrist where we can all get behind, and we can
they use that against us.
Yes, they do, because they don't do that shit. They shove it up your butt.
Yes.
That's how they got their tax cut. That's how they got everything. They shove it up your butt. They don't give a shit about your anything, your discussion, nothing. They got the numbers, boom, it's ours. And we had to fight so much for things like the ACA that lifted millions of people off of the uninsured list, who gave them health care. And, man.
And that
bothers me. Says we just went offline.
Yeah, let's just ignore it and keep going. Look, here's what this is what I'm thinking here. No, go ahead. Go ahead.
Go ahead, Deborah.
We might have been cut off.
No, did we lose it?
You can't.
Oh no, she's there.
No, I'm here. I'm always here. I got a big fucking mouth. I'm from New York. Even though I'm from
Baby,
upstate,
your voice is just as important as everybody's.
I worked in Manhattan for many years. I know exactly what's going on, and nobody touches me on the subway at 2 o'clock in the morning. Trust me. But we cannot go gangbusters and lower ourselves like they do. We have to have intelligence behind what we go after, and we have to have facts and knowledge, and show them what assholes they are.
Oh, we have to use the facts, baby.
But I think that's being done as well, because, again, I think the point being made here is the idea of quote-unquote extremism. We need to start pushing some of these ideas out there, because that's the only thing that's actually getting people out to vote. Think about when Bernie came up and started talking about the socialist ideas, or when Beto started going around Texas and started promoting some of these crazier ideas. People got out to vote, and people started actually taking interest in politics, because a lot of the policies that they're wanting to put in benefit a lot of these communities.
Society.
Yes, exactly.
That's why it's socialist, so we need to get rid of it.
And we have to be, whether it be our immigrant family or GLBTQ family, there's so many people, women in the workplace. We have to be more radical on the left. I'm not saying let's go crazy and not be educated, but what I'm saying is, I used to think, okay, let's not go too crazy. Let's not go too insane with it, because we can't scare everybody away. But the fact of the matter is, the right has already done that, and that's how the right won.
That's the way they won. That's how they won, and that's how they're going to stay in power. They push their shit.
And there goes the internet again. 1 second, because I think that was Mitch. I want to hear what Mitch has to say.
Boy, howdy shit. That just really gets irritating.
Mitch.
Did we lose everybody in the chat?
To operate this country.
Okay, hang on really quick, Mitch.
The military of this country is insane.
Mitch, I want you to say that again, because we lost the internet. I want I want to hear what you were about to say.
Yeah, we lost everything there for a minute. I didn't hear a word you said.
I never remember what I said.
I know it. Now you know how I feel when I do a rant and I look down there and my heart sinks when I see that I missed hitting the button and it didn't record. I can't do that again. The passion is there.
All right. Well, basically, I said we get refocused on false emergencies. This thing at the border wall doesn't really concern us. All the stuff in the Middle East, we pretend it concerns us, but it doesn't really concern the direct welfare, the general welfare of this country. And we don't deal with the real problems. The fact that we don't have a passenger and commuter rail national infrastructure in this country is a crime.
It is exactly all the stuff that you're talking about.
Universal single payer health care in the wealthiest nation in the history of the world is a crime. It is nothing less than a crime.
Way to go, Mitch. I agree with you. 110% there, pal.
And that passion needs to be carried out to all of us, baby, because it does encompass everything from our environment to the social programs that are out there that provide the safety net for our society. you know, for high-speed rail. I'm shitting you. Are you? Everybody has high-speed rail.
Hang on, I'm going to be selfish there for a minute. If we get the high-speed rail system, there's a stop. There's a station in Corpus.
I know it. See, Trump's been checking into that.
I could go anywhere at that point. Jesus Christ, why can't we have this shit? Anyway,
Europe has it, Japan. Just like Mitch says, we are the wealthiest country in the world, and we keep telling our citizens, "Oh, we can't do that. You know, that's impossible. We can't have health care for everybody. That would just ruin everything." High-speed rail, well, we'll think about it because we have this whole coal-fired thing here, and we still have freaking coals to dig up. You know, it's that kind of mentality. It's about the business. It's not about advancing society. It's about advancing the profit margin of what a CEO or the board of directors walks off with, what the investors walk off with. It's not what all that big stuff they got on that big tax cut. That a lot of that corporation money was used to buy back stock, baby. The companies made a lot of money. How much did you get?
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah, you can get nothing.
Hold on just a minute. The high-speed rail you're talking about is that Japanese investor wants to build high-speed rail in Texas.
Yeah, there was a. I don't know about the Japanese.
So I don't know about the Japanese part.
Dallas to Houston or something.
Yes.
So what I'm referring to is there was a map that was posted from the New Green Deal on the topic of high-speed rail, and it showed the main lines that are going to be going out throughout the country, and there's going to be a rail going through Texas, and the southernmost point of this line is going to be Corpus Christi, Texas, probably because we got the port here. But from my understanding, I looked at the rail, and I can get on a train, get off in Houston. I think I can get off in Houston and then go anywhere on the West Coast or the East Coast, or at least get to a hub where then I could either rent a car, or maybe if we can get our shit together, or well, no, you can hop on a bus. Or you can hop on a smaller rail system. Again, the way the Japanese have it, Jesus Christ, you can go anywhere you want on rail.
Yeah, you know, it's the things that advance our society, like high-speed rail, like internet, high-speed internet across the country.
The internet is a necessity for people nowadays.
You live out in the country, baby, you're limited. You know, they say, "Oh, well, pick this company, pick that company. You don't come to that." Are you shitting me? I got one I can go to. And
don't get me wrong, we're thankful for that one.
Yes, we're thankful for that one, baby, because before that, we had dial-up and shit. You know, that's hard. Well, before that, we had, what was that company that satellite
I
dish
had
shit?
my first computer at home. The company paid for it, and I built a wobbly little in my apartment, and
there goes the internet again. Speaking of that shit.
Yeah, speaking of it, that's it right there. You know, I'm waiting for it to come back now. So I can hear the little ding-a-ding that tells me we're back on the air, I guess. Yeah, I guess we're going to have to shut it down pretty soon because we're just irritating people. And there we are, I think.
I think we're back again.
I think we're back again.
I think we're going to have to call it for a night.
And that's exactly what we was talking about. Internet,
yeah, literally right there.
You know, my internet cuts off. I can't hear nobody, and we're not broadcasting. So, you know, it's the infrastructure in this country.
Can you hear me now?
I can barely hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you, Deborah.
Yes, we hear you.
Here's a thing that you'll love. If you guys go on to VH1 website and look at RuPaul's Drag Race Season 11, last week's episode, they had Trump, the Rusical, and all the queens dressed up as the women in Trump's life.
Oh, well, I bet you that was entertainment that you wouldn't find anywhere else. You know, I bet that was a spectacular thing to see. Because Donnie's had a lot of them, baby.
I guess. Whole cast.
Yeah.
Yeah. Including a lot of porno stars.
Yeah, a lot of porno stars. You got to pay for it. That's why he has to have lots of money.
Giuliani there? He likes to dress up.
Yeah, really.
Yeah, no kidding.
Rudy's right there.
Yeah, he's
been making the rounds here on CNN, doing his victory lap all over the place. So,
he's a closet drag queen.
He's a clown, is what he is. But I guess what I ought to do is go ahead and wrap this up because our internet keeps cutting off for some reason. and our viewers and our Blue Dot family out there are having to put up with this thing cutting off every few minutes. And I want to thank. What's that?
Don't worry, I'll be there soon. Whatever you need. I don't have any kids, and my nephews. You know what? You're in your 30s and 40s. You ain't got life yet in your parents.
Yeah, I remember 30s and 40s, baby.
Yeah, whatever.
I'm backing up into my 20s. I'm trying hard, man. I'm trying hard. It's where you are now is where you were then, baby. You know, we were in the midst of it when I was in my 20s. Here I am in my 60s, and we're in the midst of this shit. And that's the message we all have to keep your voice going. Hear that passion in other people's voice that keeps this movement going and keep people inspired to do this. Because we have to turn this country around. We have to keep it moving. It's going to be our voice that allows the Mueller report to be released for all of us to see. It's our voice that's going to change everything in this country, baby. And you know, we're all in this together. Joe Riddle, baby, that's what he says, you know. And we have to work towards this. And my little part is doing this show. Your part can do whatever you can do. Write a letter. I'm going to write to my congressman and express my concerns. I'll post it on Facebook when I...
Chuckster255 donated $5 through Super Chat. He asked, where can I get a shirt like yours? Where did you get that one?
Put me on the spot. Twisted, racist, unqualified, malicious, and if you can't see the bottom of it, it says prick. That spells Trump, baby. A lot of my shirts, I don't know where they came from. All of my shirts have been sent to me by the Blue Dot family, and I'm proud of every one of them. But I'm at that point now with almost 300 or so shirts. I can't remember who sent me what shirt anymore. I go for the one that strikes me when I go to do the show. But I appreciate you you saying that. We got my cowboy hat man, that Natalie Palumbo. It's hard to pronounce.
Again, we have a hard to pronounce last name. I think we get
I don't
want
to screw it up, and in the minute you think I don't want to screw it up, you're going to screw it up. But recently, Natalie notified me, and we're offline again. Sound of a gun.
We may as well just keep going. Hopefully, it'll be online.
Yeah. Natalie put a link up, in which we need to put out on our site, that if you want to get one of these shirts, the cowboy hat man, that she finally had that worked out, and there's a link where you can go to Teespring.
Oh, did she get one? You should have told me that. I would have put that in the description tonight.
Yeah, we'll put it in there. We're going to put it in a link under the description of the show. And if you want to get a cowboy hat man, which I am so proud of that nickname, Anthony, thank you very much, buddy. For that, you can contact Natalie and get one of those shirts right there. But all the other shirts, you know, I can't remember nowadays who sent me which one, but man, I got a lot of T-shirts. I told Travis one of these days we ought to hang them up on hangers and go hang them up on the fence out there so you can get a perspective of how many T-shirts have been sent to me. And some of them are just outrageous. I love every one of them, and they raise eyebrows. A lot of them. Those I can wear to town. Some I don't wear too often because, you know, the one that says "fuck Trump." Yeah, if I'm in a real nasty mood and looking for an argument, you know. But most of the time, if Mama goes with me, I have to be a little less in your face with it. But no, thank you for asking about it. I imagine you can go online and look up at one of the T-shirt places. And
yeah, there's probably many. One of these days, we'll probably have to collect a database where we can get your shirts.
Oh, yeah. I've got a lot of lefthugger.com. There's some Blue Dot family members that have a T-shirt. They've sent me a bunch that I like. You know, they're just from people. They're just like from everybody out there that says, hey, I bet John would like that. Because if you send me a T-shirt, baby, I'll wear it. I'll call you out. It's what I always do with anybody that sends me anything. I call you out because I appreciate it, and I want this family to know just how kind some of our Blue Dot family members. I was talking to David earlier about. I can look over there and see Michael Shawn. He's the guy that gave us the MacBook. Chris Kloss is sitting right there. You know, there's things all through my house that are in front of me that Blue Dots have provided that keep this show not only going but advancing in trying to make our audience grow and get the message out to a farther audience. Anyway,
speaking of which, let's flip and push the button.
There you go, baby. There's Travis's new thing with the. I like the fact that the names are in white.
Yeah, it's easier to see.
Easier to see up against the background down there. And we want to thank Lauren Meyer for letting us play her music on our show, and we look forward to having her on here and talking to the Blue Dot family and keeping the message going, baby. So, we want to make sure that those that donate and those that keep it going, we show our appreciation by putting their names and stuff up there as we can. And, that's how we keep it all going. As a matter of fact, when we say goodnight, you could end it with another song from Lauren Meyer.
Yeah, I think I'll have one playing right here for
I keep saying Meyer. It's Mayer.
Mayer.
Lauren Mayer. And you can find her under the link down below and all that stuff. Anyway, like, share, subscribe, all that kind of shit. But like, share, and subscribe, the motivation that it takes to keep our side marching forward, baby. So, this is going to be good.
I forget these have lyrics, so it's like talking over you. I'm sorry, but I already started it.
Yeah.
So on this note, we want to thank the panel for...
Yes, thank everybody for showing up. Dennis, Keith, Sparky, Jen's in there, Chris, Mitch, Deborah, and Carrie. See, I knew everybody that was in the room, and I can say thank you to each one of them without messing up this time. Say we're working on it. We're getting better all the time. Anyway, y'all have a wonderful evening. Thank you for joining in, and we'll see y'all later.
Trump's enthralled by his new amigo. Look how he's attacked, claims the Russians hacked. Things like basic facts leave him cold. When they say Russians have dirt on ya, he just tells the press, das vidanya, as we try to sort through that spy report and learn that even Trump's showers are gold. He won't let us see his tax returns, which would show how much he owes Russia. I don't know why we can't find a competent 12-year-old kid to hack them. And if this tune sounds familiar, I bet you thought it's the song from Tetris. But if Trump keeps this up, pretty soon it'll be our national anthem. So let's say niet to Russia and say we know they interfered. Though Trump admires Putin's attributes, like the world's best prostitutes, which itself is a hoot. Their denials are so angry that it seems they doth protest a bit too much. Trump would like us to be clueless, even as he's sinking into Putin's clutches. To us and our resistance, we're just getting started, you bet. And we will stand up to and oppose both those gold-plated schmoes. Tell Trump and Putin, yet.